Hey, what's going on? It's Instructor Mike. Hope you had a great day. Let's go on ahead and talk about classifying friends. Classifying friends. It is the case, and especially with what happened with the young lady Shanquella Robinson in Cabo, Mexico. I think it's very important, especially on this page and any other page that I would have. And feel free to use this. Okay, let's classify friends a lot better. Sometimes in daycare, we learn, you're my friend, 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 and then later in life we learn friend, and then the opposite of friends. But let's classify this just a little bit better. Okay, here we go. So one, I like this pyramid, friend classification hierarchy. Okay, and like any pyramid, you start at the bottom and then you work your way to the top. Here we go. One, associates. Okay, associates, you really can't do anything to collect them other than just be there. You can't earn these. They are where you are. Look at the definition of associate, right? An associate is typically somebody that you're next to, you're associated with by, being someone who works at the business you work at or at your school. Some may call them colleagues, partners, whatever the case may be. Associates, right? Here we go. The next one on top of that is a friendly associate. Friendly associates. What are friendly associates? They may show interest or friendliness toward you. Make no mistake, they're still an associate. They just may show an interest or friendliness toward you. Okay. Then the next one you have is a friend. Now, why is the pyramid getting narrow? Well, one, that's a pyramid. That's what a pyramid is shaped to do, but there's a purpose in that. As you can see at the bottom, you will have a lot of associates depending upon where you are, your school, your work, your church or other places where you associate. You could have associates on the bus. You're associated by being in the same proximity, the same area. You get it, right? But then friendly associates, it starts to narrow off. They show interest or friendliness toward you, still associate. Okay, person doesn't really earn that. They just show that interest or show that level of friendliness. Friendliness does not necessarily mean friend. Okay. I like to think of friend like credit worthiness. What qualifies you to go to the top, right? What qualifies you to be at the top? What qualifies you to get this coveted title of friend? Why coveted? Because that's the person who's going to be, or that's the people in small number who are going to be the closest to me, right? The ones who have the closest access to me, right? I would argue make these very few, five. In some of your circles, you may say 10, but that tends to be narrow, right? Then you have your best friend or best friends, right? And who are your best friends? Your best friends are those who have really shown that they are qualified, qualified to have that title. Not everyone is your friend. Don't find that out the hard way. Avoid promoting people to classifications they aren't qualified for or proven themselves to be. The title of friend and best friend should be earned by time that you all have known each other, life works, things that you have worked in and of yourselves, right? And then collectively, and reciprocal utility to each other. What is utility? Look it up. It's usefulness, resources, right? Not you always giving and not getting, right? But reciprocal utility to each other. Read that again. The title of friend and best friend should be earned by time, life works, and reciprocal utility to each other. You are not the problem. The problem is the problem. So let's dive into it. Here we go. No one promotes an unqualified person faster than a person with insecurities. When you immediately make that person a best friend because they show you friendly associate like behavior, when you immediately show or promote that person to being best friend just because of one thing they do to you that says, oh man, you really like me. Let's get to the other part of this chart. Friend classification hierarchy. Here we go. Associates, they might betray you. There's no loyalty at this level, right? And sometimes when a person who is not the problem, but has an insecurity problem, right? I am not the problem. The problem is the problem. Say it. I am not the problem. The problem is the problem. Good. So let's separate the problem from you and let's deal with the problem. Sometimes a person with insecurities may make an associate a best friend, right? And then when you get betrayed, how did that happen? Well, you didn't classify that person and require that they do more to be at that level. And then you do more too. It goes both ways. Here we go. Friendly associates, they will betray you with a smile. Oh, that's the worst, right? They will betray you with a smile, right? They will betray you with a smile. Don't find this out the hard way. Here we go. Then, friend, this person is battle tested. Oh, you might even call them a ride or die friend. Why? Time, right? Here we go. Battle tested, ride or die, life works, right? Both good and, shaky situations. You get it. You know your situations, right? Here we go. Reciprocal utility and usefulness to each other, toward each other, unto each other, however you want to classify it. And then best friend is the ride or die or the ride or dies. You get what I'm saying, right? Loyalty is family bred, not taught. Go back and look at it. How many husbands are in that family? How many wives? How many mothers? How many fathers? Right? What has been the struggles they have gone through? What about the outcomes? Right? If their family is not loyal, the offspring is likely to not be loyal as well. Right? I like this need to know basis type classification. You've heard of this in military and other government videos and movies and whatnot. So, what does need to know mean? It means that I give you the information you need to know based upon a few things. And one of them is security clearance. Are you even qualified to receive this level of information? Right? Your job description. When I give you this information, is it need to know based upon what your job description is, or even your association in my life? If you're an associate, why would I tell you some really, really close, top secret information to me? Why would I tell you that? You don't need to know that. But I don't need to tell you you don't need to know that. You just won't know that, right? Loose lips sink ships. It's worse when your own lips sink your own ship. But when a person has insecurities, sometimes they don't think about those things. And then the information type. What is this information type that I'm getting ready to tell you, right? No one promotes an unqualified person faster than a person with insecurities, okay? I just wanted to share that information with you, okay? And hope that you take this information and that with this information, you go and grow, okay? This is Instructor Mike, and you've been trained. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button, okay? Sound off in the comments. What do you think about it? I hope you learned from this. Not everybody is your friend. You got to be able to classify them accordingly. Stay safe.